After creating Morty, I wanted to create a second thing from Rick and Morty, and what better character than Pickle Rick? It seems like out of all the characters in this show, Pickle Rick seems to be the most popular. I'm not really sure why. I mean, he's pretty cool, but I think there's definitely some cooler characters in the show. But anyway, this seemed to be, by popular choice, the character I should create. So let's go creating Pickle Rick. First, we're going to use this dotting tool to make the area for his mouth. We can fill that in with some black. And now let's start creating his teeth. I think the only other time I created individual teeth like this was on the Ice King from Adventure Time. So it's about the exact same method though, we just need all of these teeth. When I make tiny parts like this, I always create more than I need because I'll always end up messing up, or maybe some aren't the right shape, so it's good to create just a bunch of extras. It doesn't take much time and it's much easier than making more later on. We need this tiny little piece for a ton here. And if you saw earlier on, I took out some of the green clay from off the top of his head. That was for some of these extra things like this lining around his lips. This makes his mouth kind of pop out more, but also hides all of the tool marks from making the teeth. Here we have his nose. And let's take our dotting tool again to start creating his eyes. And if you'll notice in this show, the eyes are always sort of popping out of their head. They're much bigger and bulgier than most cartoons, so it's actually kind of easier to make them because they're more rounded than flat. Now we have this little black dot in the eyes here. Now we can take some of this sort of weird color, sort of a gray-blue color. I had to do a lot of mixing to get this right. But these will be for the eyebrows. When you see Rick in his normal form, well, his eyebrows are the same exact color. They look just like this. And now we can take this darker green color. These will be for all of the warts, maybe you call them. I'm not really sure what these would be. All of the bumps that are on a pickle. We'll place those on there, and I think that Pickle Rick is starting to look really good. And now Pickle Rick is ready to get baked. Hey, look at me, it's Morty! Now, after baking, we can use a little bit of this varnish. And here it is, guys, Pickle Rick.